Hi, my name is Josh McIntyre, 24 years old, live in Des Moines, Iowa. Typically, I'm a blacksmith with Brotherhood of Steel. Today, I'll be showing you where I live. During fair, I also go by the name Gabriel. So, I'm also going to be speaking in my accent for you guys today. So the first thing I'd like to do is explain, this is my house. And of course I have a very large side yard. We come out, we do practices on various days of the week for people who need a little extra swordsmanship practice. Let's come inside. Of course, all weapons get checked as soon as I come in. These are just a few of the larger weapons that I use. Of course, my longsword, I have my warhammer, my bearded axe, my halberd, my spear, and then a couple of other heavy blades, large broadsword and two-handed broadsword. Both me and my roommates are very active within the Brotherhood of Steel. We do what we call sewing circle. We make garb. Actually, this is a shirt that my roommate made for me. And this is all material for that. We have several sewing machines. So, let's come inside. This is our living room. This is one of my roommates, Cheyenne. Cheyenne is a seamstress, tattoo artist, kind of jack of all trades. Over here, my other roommate, Corey. Corey owns and operates Watchtower Studios, which is miniatures paintings. So, as you can see, we have lots of blades, variety of trainers. These are more specialty blades that are functional. My snake is being a little shy, but she is reticulated python. Small workstation that I have for doing finishing work, filing. All of my trainers over here. This here is actually a sword that I made when I was 16 years old for my mother. It was her Mother's Day present. Made this in shop class. If you'd like to follow me. Obviously, this is our bathroom. We have a relatively small house, but it is very nice. This is actually my shaving kit. I only use straight razors anymore to shave with. So, it's very nice. We have a good large mirror that I can take and get in close, get all detail. Obviously, my roommates, they play guitar. We have our amps and things here. Now, this is where I spend most of my time. I've actually set up a small forge down here in my basement. If you'd like, you may come in and see. Watch your step here. This is my forge. This is where I spend the majority of my time. This is where I do a lot of my work, especially in the winter time, due to it being too cold outside for me to forge properly. I have a relatively large selection of steel. I store my coke and coal back here. I keep various supplies in here, such as borax, oils, paper towels, carbon, a few projects that I'm still working on finishing, including good old-fashioned meat cleaver for the kitchen. You can never go wrong with a good meat cleaver. But no, this is my anvil. My girlfriend typically refers to it as my first love, which it kind of is. This is a 100-pound anvil. The company that produces is called American Wrought. They were in business for 11 years, from 1899 to 1910. So a very good anvil. I was very lucky to pick it up. These are a few of the hammers that I have and use on a regular basis. Some of them are a little bit worse disrepair, but that's a matter of finances. This is my propane forge. It is a small 2-burner propane forge. I can do quite a bit of work. It has a 4-inch opening on either side, so I simply move the fire bricks and I can push work all the way through. It runs off of a 100-pound propane tank that I have in back. So now in order to fire it up, I open this window, hook up the fan, and then I will turn on the propane, light it up, and begin my forging. So now I also have a forge outside as well, which I believe you've seen in a few of my other videos. So let's go take a look at that. This is some more of my equipment that I have. This is an antique pedal wheel. It's very good for maintaining blades, especially at the fair. This is a whetstone, so I will typically have a bucket next to the pedal wheel, and I will take with a ladle and pour water on as I maintenance the blade. This here is an antique drill press that is actually from 1890. This is all individual hand crank. And then, as you can see, you either turn this wheel or you move this arm, and this rotates the chuck. Obviously, I always keep spare propane tanks just in case I run out. Nothing is worse than running out of propane in the middle of the forge. This is my forge, as you've seen in other videos of mine. This is from 1902. It is a good champion forge. Of course, hand crank blower. This is actually one of my oldest forges. Of course, I have coke, coal, quench tubes, everything that I need. Now you can take a look at our yard. We have a fairly large yard, and on Tuesdays we actually have members of the Brotherhood of Steel come out, and we do practices out here for people who need a little extra practice. We do things like the tire swing. What you will do is you will swing at force and stop right as you hit this without moving it too terribly much. Also, there is a chain in here. That way, when you work on thrusting, you can tag the chain but not move the swing itself. It is actually a lot more difficult than people give credit for. I got really tired of people laying their blades on the ground, so I actually built in a sword rack out here. That way, no one's blade is ever on the ground. But yes, this is my place. Thank you very much for considering me for your show, and I hope to see you again all very soon.